Well, October is National Seafood Month, and the big question is, are you getting enough seafood? Chances are you're not, and you're not alone. Here with some valuable information and some ideas is Food City registered dietitian Kirby Moir. Always fun to have you on the show. You always have great ideas.
Yes, and you kind of teed me up perfectly today, Amy. We're talking about Seafood Month and that most of us are probably not getting enough of it in our diet. So these are a couple suggestions and ideas and maybe a few things so you can know what the difference is in different types of seafood.
Because there's so many essential vitamins and minerals, so if we're not getting enough, we're missing out on a lot.
That's exactly right. And I kind of want to start off talking about salmon, because I think salmon, we hear a lot more about this linked to our heart health. And when we talk about fish or seafood, most of it is really lean, meaning it's lower in fat. Salmon is an exception. It's actually a higher fat cut of our fish or seafood fillets, but that's beneficial. It's called omega-3 fatty acids. And we actually have to eat this from our diet. Now, our body can't make it, so if we're not consuming it, that means we're setting ourselves up for kind of, again, like you said, missing those nutrients.
Ooh, and salmon, I feel like, is one of those that even if you're kind of a picky fish eater, salmon really appeals to most people,
Yes,
I think.
and I actually went with a larger fillet to kind of be served family style. Also, from a preparation perspective, you just put this down on a sheet pan. You're gonna actually roast it slow in the oven for about 40 to 45 minutes at 200. It does this really nice thing where you get a very soft, firm texture at the end. And I find that a lot of people kind of like the texture a little bit more from the slow roasting. You can cook this fast if you want a really speedy meal, but I say try it slow and do this lovely family style presentation.
Okay, and you've got the recipe for us for that, so we're gonna put that on our website coming up here a little bit later. I love these at Food City because you can just throw them in and they are good to go.
Yes, so this one took a little bit more time, 45 minutes. My next three options are gonna be quick and easy ways to get more seafood. These are actually steamer bags. You'll find these in our seafood department. If you're somebody that's looking to meal plan healthier, you don't have the time to think about it, these are a great solution. You can either cook them in the microwave or put it right in the oven, and it's actually going to steam up, which means you don't get a dry texture at the end. It helps retain that moisture. It's paired with vegetables and it comes pre-seasoned, which is fantastic.
So easy for a weeknight. And which fish is this one?
This is tilapia, which is one of our lowest fat protein choices. So really it is just pure protein. If you're somebody that's hitting the gym, you've been exercising, you're trying to get your protein up, this is a great source. My favorite one, if you're somebody that says you don't necessarily like seafood, you're new to trying it, maybe you've had it in the past and you're like, I don't cook it because I'm not sure if I like it or not, go with cod. Cod is a buttery, soft texture and flavor. It literally melts in your mouth. And a trick with cod, I'm gonna pull out my little accessory here, is parchment paper. So all you do is you take your cod fillets, you would put them in the middle of parchment paper, just a nice little loose fold. Similar to our bag here, it's gonna steam it. I like to add lemon and herbs. Because this is so lean, we don't necessarily want to add a lot of fat back in. So that will come out super soft and delicate. Especially for kids, it doesn't have a fishy flavor. It doesn't have that same aroma. So if you're on the fence about seafood, this is something I'd suggest you start with.
Okay, good. And you've done it with some tomatoes here. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. It smells so good.
Yes, I normally think of seafood being more summery, but we can do some richer flavors for the fall time. I actually did a mixture of canned and fresh tomatoes there and just cooked it down while this baked in the oven for about 10 minutes. Super easy peasy. And it looks fancy. We love it when it's like it came together in a flash. And speaking of in a flash, that's what we're calling this fish in a flash today.
Oh, I like that. That's fun.
Yes. I think my favorite thing about that meat and seafood department at Food City is that they really do try to make things convenient. They're the experts. They will cook shrimp in-house, either flavored for you, like steaming it, or this is almost just a cocktail plain shrimp. I made a quick little corn salad to go underneath, pop that on top of tortillas, and then we just top that with that super lean shrimp. No cooking really required for that. We just stirred up a few things. Easy peasy.
And of course, fish tacos of any sort, seafood tacos, so popular right now, but I had never seen it with the chilled. So everything in here is cold. The salad is, and then the shrimp, you don't have to cook them.
And good for lunch too. And you won't get in trouble with your coworkers for reheating fish at work. And then of course, just the last little benefits with the protein that we're getting from seafood, we're getting rich B vitamins, and we're also getting different nutrients because fish and seafood actually, they eat algae and plankton that we don't normally get. So that is where that's different from some of our land-bearing protein sources. We talk about the micronutrients. That's why we need that diversity from seafood.
So let the fish eat it for us.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's how we're going to get it in our diet.
I love it. Well, I did see that you were talking about those statistics, and lots of families sort of shy away from this. Some easy ways. I think we get intimidated by fish.
That's right. Yeah, and it looks, you know, I think too, if you can present it in a fun, beautiful way, you're more likely to get kids interested in trying some new foods too.
All right, not just fish sticks.
Yeah, that's right. We're switching it up today.
Good stuff. All right, for all of these recipes, you can go to our website later today at wjhl.com. We will post these segments along with Kirby's great recipes. And for more information on all the food and the fresh seafood that they have at Food City, you can check out foodcity.com.